Welcome back. Today in our Sunday Spotlight, the return of the St. Patrick's Day parades in Connecticut. We've gone a long stretch without them, but this year, finally, there will be parades in multiple Connecticut cities. Today, we're talking about two of them, including Hartford and Milford. The Greater Hartford St. Patrick's Day parade is set for Saturday, March 12th at 11 a.m. Milford's parade steps off the same day, 2 hours later at 1 p.m. Joining us, our organizers of both parades, Jim Moriarty from the Greater Hartford Parade is in studio here with me. Michael McCabe joins us by Zoom to talk about Milford's parade. Jim, let me start with you. So many people obviously have missed the parade in your hiatus due to COVID. It's back this year. What's the excitement like for this year's parade?
Well, it's particularly exciting this year because we're also celebrating our 50th anniversary, putting a parade on the streets of Hartford. So we've waited 2 years to make this happen, and we know people are just dying to get back to the streets of Hartford.
Well, extra 2 years of preparation, so everyone should expect a big parade. 60,000 people in the capital city for your parade?
If it's a nice day, absolutely.
All right, and Michael, let me ask you about the Milford parade. Your parade's been around since 1990. You have a big year this year as well, and you guys are all sort of pitching in to make sure the parade happens this year, right?
Yes. Well, if you asked me 2 months ago if there was going to be a parade, I'd tell you no. Our normal chairman, the fellow that's run it for 30 years, Moriarty, has had some health issues, and there was a lot of rumors going around that it was going to be canceled. But the mayor stepped in about the end of January and called on me and said, Mike, we can't go 3 years without a parade. So we've been playing catch up since then. We got 23 days to go, and we're a little behind in our fundraising and our organizing, but it's amazing how much people are willing to help.
Well, spoken like a true organizer, you know how many days to go right off the top of your head. Mike, let me just stick with you for a second. Obviously, people want to celebrate, the Irish heritage and so many other great things about the parade, just all getting together. But it's also sort of that turning point of spring that people look forward to, right? You go outside, you hope the weather's nice, you see all your friends who you haven't seen, and especially this year after a few years off. Is there excitement in Milford to get back out there for the parade?
Yes, definitely. We, as soon as we dispelled the rumors that there wasn't going to be a parade, the excitement was palpable. On social media, when I see people texting people, and the amount of support that we're getting, we normally get 20,000 on a good day. We're anticipating gangbusters this year.
And I said to you guys before we started, fortunately, your parades are at different times, so drive responsibly, but you could theoretically hit both of them in the same day, so we don't have to pick any favorites. Jim, do you hear that same thing, that this is just sort of a right on the calendar? You got to get to that day, and it's obviously such a wonderful day to have, but also just a big turning point in the year.
Well, it is. And after being cooped up all winter, people are desperate for an opportunity to get outside and have some fun. We pride ourselves in running a family-friendly event. So yeah, people do very much look forward to it, tend to go to the same spot every year, watch it in the same place. So there's lots of traditions associated with it.
Yeah, if you say parade day to many families, that only means one thing, and they understand. Your person of the year is Jeff Flax from Hartford Healthcare. Elizabeth Saunders, your Grand Marshal. Irene O'Connor sat to my left for about 10 years, so I know that both those things are a big deal. Pretty exciting as you get ready for the parade.
Absolutely. Liz has actually been our general chair for more than a decade, and certainly Jeff, at this time, with all of his leadership associated to healthcare through the pandemic, these are two very, very worthy honorees.
And I know it's a big effort being the Greater Hartford Parade, and I know that's an important distinction because you have all the town committees that come together, and I think that probably adds some excitement that you have those town delegations all working in conjunction to get this parade going.
It's actually what makes us kind of unique, is that we have committees from Hartford surrounding towns. Each does their own fundraising to contribute to the greater good. Each does their own honorees to have an opportunity to recognize local people. And then we all come together on that day and walk down the street together.
All right, and we heard Michael say earlier, 23 days, I think. Is that what you said, Michael? So give us a pitch.
Oh, yeah.
Give us a pitch for your parade. If people are maybe in the greater Milford area and they're free on the 12th of March, what do you want them to know?
We kick off at 1 o'clock. We appreciate any donations people want to give. You can reach us through our Facebook page, through our website, milfordirish.org. And of course, if you want to march, you have to register. So please get in touch with us. We'd love to have you.
And how about you, Jim? Give us a pitch for people if they're in the greater Hartford area and want to check out your parade.
We step off at 11 o'clock. Roads close around 10. We're expecting huge crowds, so we'd encourage people to get there early, find a parking place, and a good spot to watch the parade.
And with 3 years of planning, we should expect that this is the best parade ever.
We certainly are planning on that. We're very much looking forward to it.
Because you have groups from all over come out for this. This is a big deal.
We do. Perhaps some surprises this year as well.
All right, so see that you gotta tune in for the surprises as well. So both parades, March 12th, 11 a.m. for Greater Hartford, 1 p.m. in Milford. You see that here on the graphic, so you can check out both those. Both the parades have information on Facebook and the internet, so if you want to check all that out, you can find that out. We appreciate both of you being with us. Jim Moriarty, the organizer of the Greater Hartford St. Patrick's Day Parade. Michael McCabe, Milford St. Patrick's Day Parade organizer. We wish you both all the, I guess, Irish blessings of good weather on March 12th, and hopefully we'll see some great video of both your parades. Thank you both for being with us.
Thank you.
Just one quick update we want to give you before we go on Zach Donahue, the ice dancer who grew up in Madison, Connecticut. 2 weeks ago, we talked with his mom, Dee Eggert, on this show about his hopes to medal in the Beijing Games, his last Olympics. Well, he did. He and his partner, Madison Hubble, are returning home with bronze and silver medals. The bronze was for their individual event, the silver for their team competition. Pretty great. And Connecticut connection and a CT22 connection as well. That is CT22 for this week. CBS Sunday Morning with Jane Pauley is next. Have a great rest of your weekend. I'm off next week, so Mark Zinni will meet you in Studio A next Sunday morning.